Welcome to the fourth ever episode of the We Are All Idiots podcast. I am your idiotic host, Jeremiah Doyle. I am joined this month, this September afternoon, by the Nintendo idiot, Mikey McLaughlin.
I like cereal.
Of course you do. Our RPG idiot, Anthony Trujillo.
What's up?
God damn it.
That was really quiet.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was very, very quiet, Anthony. Come on.
What's up?
There you go. That just turned me on.
Oh,
Our FPS idiot, Aaron Smith.
You hear me? Because I'm going to come up behind you, and when I'm done, I'm going to use my little silencer on you.
God damn it. That turned me off. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
There's a reason why your silencer is so small, Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. And finally, our independent gaming idiot, Jason Sirkovic.
RIP headphone users.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to all of our 6-7 listeners that we might have just bursted your eardrums. My apologies. Kind of.
You don't hear. Two of them.
oh man.
Whoa. Mind equals blown, dude.
Mind blown. Mind blown. All right, well, let's get this thing started, shall we? I just wanted to start with what has everybody been playing? Let's start with Jason.
All right. Well, I've been playing 3 games, kind of that pop up to my head. I would say Until Dawn is the game. That's the game I played all year, and it's just I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it's just awesome. You just have to play it. And it's incredibly difficult to explain, and so that's the reason why. Like, I'm just gonna leave it with just go play it. It's basically what It's basically people that were like, choices in games really don't matter, but in this game, it really does matter. There is.
So it's like a Life is Strange.
Not even close. It's more like
concept.
It's more of like left or right. Hurry, pick which one. Oh, left.
Yeah.
Oh, you died. Oh, okay. Well, the character's dead now, and you can't do anything about it. All right, we're moving on to someone else, and there's Robert there. Is he gonna wink at this girl? Yes or no? And he doesn't wink at her, so now she doesn't get the reason. All this stuff, and it really plays with like the butterfly effect. So like one tiny decision you make in the beginning of the game unfolds itself, and you realize, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. So, yeah, I mean, so there's that game. And then I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5. I tried. And
He tried. He tried, ladies and gentlemen. He tried.
And I just can't get into it. I tried. Ladies and gentlemen, I tried. I'm preaching to the choir. Every Metal Gear fan out there is throwing their eyes.
Say it again, boy.
I don't like it. I don't like the game.
Say it again, boy. One for the back.
What the hell? But yeah, I mean, like, in my opinion, it was just too. I didn't like it because it was incredibly pretentious. It was just like, we're a great game, and we're gonna show you how great we are. Instead of just being like, let's just play the video game and start out with it. Quite possibly the worst intro ever in a video game. I mean, it takes you an hour and a half for the intro. And
Okay.
I bought a video game for $60 to play a video game, not to watch one. That's
Fair enough.
That's how I feel. And then now I returned that one and went to GameStop, and I grabbed myself Mad Max. That's the third game I've been playing, which is the one I'm currently playing. Because it's a great game. It's definitely a lot better than what people are saying it as.
Okay.
It's basically imagine it feels like a game that came out in 2011, and that's the best plan. So it's not like doing anything new. It's not like crazy. It doesn't look good. Like it's not like it's not like Until Dawn or Metal Gear Solid. But however, it's mechanically it's incredibly fun.
Yeah.
I played like 4
Okay.
hours today, but I'm
Nice.
really enjoying it. I'm probably gonna beat it. I feel like I'm more interested in this game than in Metal Gear Solid 5, and both of them came out on the same day, so I find that kind of bizarre because everyone thought that Metal Gear Solid was his masterpiece, and like everyone should go play it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I mean, yeah, those are
Well,
kind of the three
everybody's got
games
their
that.
own personal taste.
That's true. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing.
All right. Well, then let's jump over to Anthony. What have you been playing, my dear friend?
Well, I have been playing. I've been playing Chrono Trigger and Fallout 3, and Super
Fallout?
Smash.
Okay.
Fallout 3. So I'm gonna start with Fallout 3 because that was kind of the game that I stopped playing ever since I got back to school,
Yeah.
which made me sad. What else do? Okay, I like the game. It's a good game. I didn't get to play much of the story. I was kind of like just going around, killing raiders for fun, killing those super mutants. Just collecting some good equipment. Lovely.
Are you?
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
way too excited for it. But yeah,
Yeah. And so far I have my own house. Lucas Sims didn't die. Everyone's happy. Megaton
you,
didn't blow up.
take a ton.
No.
No, you didn't. So you saved it. Okay.
Yep, I saved it. I didn't feel like blowing it up. And that guy in the white suit didn't really appeal to me. I was like, I can't trust this guy.
I
He's
blew
a-
that town up without even thinking about it.
But Lucas
That's
Sims and his son.
that you meet that you just don't want to hang out with because he's just not a cool dude.
Yeah, he's creepy.
Because
So
you know
that-
me with really cool dudes, especially right now.
Oh.
Just kidding. It's opposite day.
But yeah, that game was good. I can't wait for 4 now. I can't wait for Fallout 4. Definitely gonna
You need to
that.
get yourself
That's
a PS4 first.
Yes, PS4. Get Persona 4, 5. Well, Persona 4. Oh, Persona 5. Destiny and Fallout 4 are definitely on my list.
Do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I will.
Aaron, we
So-
need to bring him over to the dark side of Destiny.
Coming to the dark side of Destiny.
I'm up for that.
You have free insurance.
Okay, Anthony, what else have you been playing?
Okay, now I'm going to jump from a PS3 game to a Nintendo DS game. So Chrono Trigger, it's a very interesting game. It's a RPG. I love it. Like the one thing I loved the most was the story and how the characters, each of them have a story to them. So it's not like random, and you like the party members enough to not like want to get rid of any of your party members, switch out each party member. And that's what I like. And I'm happy the enemies aren't just like standing still, they actually move around. So you have to like change up your strategy.
So the
Which is
AI.
great. They don't just stand around like, oh, you have to hit me now. I can hit you easily. No, they move around, makes it harder to hit them. You do like dual combo like attacks with each of your party members, which is awesome, I think. And it's a great game so far. I really love it. I was playing a lot of it yesterday until like 1:30 in the morning.
Jeez.
So yeah,
Okay.
I love it. I haven't beat it yet, but it's a good game. I recommend it. It's for the Nintendo DS, and I sold my what game did I sell? Totally forgot for that game.
Was it that Atlas game that you were playing for a while?
Yeah, the Atlas game.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
the fantasy dungeon crawler.
Yeah, I didn't like that game, so I'm happy I chose a better game. So I'm happy. So yeah, and then Super Smash is just Super Smash for me. It's always fun.
Always.
Always.
All right, well, then I'm going to jump over to Jason, then we're going to go right into Aaron. So Jason, no, not Jason. Jason, you've already told us. Aaron, what have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing Nazi Zombie Army Trilogy, which is a shooter. It kind of takes place in Nazi zombie Germany during World War II. And, recently they just did a cool little patch where it's a cool little comic and the new character skins from the characters of Left 4 Dead.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, I liked it. I mean, and I read the comic and I thought it was pretty cool that they actually incorporated Left 4 Dead story into it and gave them some prior knowledge. So that was cool. And what I like about Nazi Zombie Army Trilogy is X-ray shots. I mean, if you get a slow motion shot and you can see the bullet go right across the screen, slowly travel into the enemy, and you can see where you hit them. Like if you get a skull shot, you can see him hit in the brain, you can hit him see in the eye, you can hit him see in the intestines. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
And it's not just, okay, blow up all these zombies, kill them. It's like it actually has not a very detailed story, but it's at least to the point of, all right, I can understand it.
Yeah. Does it have a story that I might be able to get into?
Basically, kill the undead, you can kill Hitler, stop the zombie apocalypse. That's a nutshell.
Okay.
That's a nutshell. So,
Okay.
and then the other game.
What else?
The other game I've been playing, it's also kind of a zombie game, is Plants vs. Zombies.
That's so retro.
I mean,
Such old.
retro, yeah. I mean, I recently just got back into it, so I mean, and it's actually a good stress reliever. I mean, if you get all pent up from like playing a lot of shooters like Call of Duty, Battlefields, all those other games, and you get really mad, just jump on, play some Plants vs. Zombies, and you actually kind of are just relaxed, like, all right, how can I be so angry by being killed by a smiley sunflower? You can't.
That is a very good point.
You can't get mad about that. I mean, you can, but if you do, then you're very trivial. But
Picture. I'm triggered.
Agreed.
it's all fun and good. So that's what I like about it.
Okay. Cool. All right, then let's see how badly this is going to tick me off. Mikey, what have you been playing, my piece of shit friend?
Likely?
Mikely?
It's
Miley?
most likely
Mikey.
Hello,
Mikey's
Mike Lee.
name.
Your name is now Mike Lee.
Michael?
So I've been playing very, very deep, great games that don't include Persona 4.
How about we just go with Patrick?
Hey, Mikey, do I need to hop in my car and come kick your butt?
I say yes to
But
this.
I get to hang out.
We will put you under the rock, Patrick Star.
I think Yosuke will have to come kick your ass.
I've been playing too much League of Legends with friends. Sure. Yeah, I know. Stop judging me. I am beautiful, no matter what they say.
Okay, you just shut up now. All right.
I've been playing that. I've been playing Smash, which is very self-explanatory. And then Shadow of the Colossus. Holy shit, that game is great.
Yeah, it is. It's my
It's-
favorite game of all time. It's up there.
Freaking Jason just gets me into it, and I'm like, yeah, I need to play more. I might go to his house after if he lets me, and then just play that and just be like,
My ears are painful.
Okay,
Stop.
okay.
Alright.
Okay,
All right.
so, in other words, nothing important.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
yes.
You're a rock.
Shadow of the Colossus is an
Hey,
amazing game.
I've played a little bit of League of Legends, so I know what it's all about. It's okay. It's not my kind of game, but it's okay.
There you go.
It's aight.
Well, what I have been playing has been, it's a bit of an overlap with everybody, but I've played Until Dawn. I mean, I borrowed it from Jason. That took me like a week to finish because, as I will readily admit, and I'm a wimp when it comes to horror stuff. I am. But
Yeah.
this game is, I can't give you guys my honest opinion because it's so new. And most of you guys haven't played it yet. And I'm
It's
betting
so
quite a few.
Yeah.
It's so good, but I won't give you guys my honest opinion until further down the road when more people have played it, just because I don't want to overhype it. But it is really, really good. But it's
I
like
know.
Jason said, it's the whole butterfly effect. I remember making a choice in the first chapter. In the first chapter, because there's 10 chapters plus the prologue. But in the first chapter, I made a choice that affected the outcome in one choice that I made in episode 7. That's a good 7 hours away. depending on how you play the game. And there's no game over with this game either. If all the characters die, that's your ending. If all the characters live, that's going to be a long game for you. I won't tell you who, and I won't tell you where, but I had 2 people die. So I had 6 survivors. And it was not easy. It was not easy. Jason, how many survivors did you have?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
I screwed up. But the second playthrough I did all of them. I completed all of them. And so now I want to do another playthrough where all of them die. Because I'm really curious to see
when that went over and watch you do that.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Well, after that, other than that, I've also been playing a lot of Bloodborne. And it's the first From Software game that I've ever played. I think I've actually talked about this on the last month's episode. But I beat it. I finally beat it. And I didn't realize I did. I finally beat it. But I did not realize how many of the bosses were optional that I did. Like half the bosses that I did were optional. I did not know that. But when I beat it, it was one of the most single gratifying video game experiences that I've ever had about beating a game because it is so difficult.
Even though you got one of the worst endings.
I like that ending. I don't care what anybody says. I like that ending. I won't spoil it for the listeners that have not played it, plus our other idiots on here that have not played it that want to.
Spoiler, everybody dies. Just rip it out. I thought that was Until Dawn.
Bloodborne, everybody dies too. Bloodborne, everybody dies too. That's kind of how it works.
And darn.
And lastly, I'm just going to go over this real quick, Rocket League. I love that game. One of the free PlayStation Plus games from a month or 2 ago. I'm still playing it. It's soccer with cars. How can you not like that?
NASCAR soccer.
Okay, no. We're not driving around in circles.
It's for the Brazilian temperament.
You can drive around in circles if you wanted to.
You can drive around in circles. In fact, I do. But that's not the point of the game. But Rocket League, I highly recommend it because it's kind of like what Aaron was saying about, Plants vs. Zombies. It's a nice little take a break. It's a nice little give me a break, take a breather from all these hard games. Like whenever I was having like a difficult time with one of the bosses in Bloodborne and I had some very big trouble with some of them, especially the Blood-Starved Beast. Again, that's all I'm going to go into. But I took a break. I jumped into Rocket League. I calmed down. Then I called Aaron into my game, and he helped me kill that little bastard.
Pretty fast they add.
Yeah. Yes. But I just played through my second playthrough, and I beat him by myself. So I'm pretty proud of that.
MVP.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for our 1 or 2 new listeners, let's go through what we're going to be doing next. Next up is we've each brought a news story. But I'm also going to change it up a little bit, and I think I did this last episode, where we're not going to go in depth on it. We're just going to have like 1 or 2 people have a comment on the news story. Let's start with Michael Lee. Again.
Okay,
Michael Lee, give us the news.
Breaking news. Racing update. There is now a mobile official Pokemon game called Pokemon Go. Featured on the iOS, basically the iPod, and the Android phone, where you can go around, find Pokemon, battle people, all that kind of stuff.
And teabag them.
Exactly.
And not stray with Miley.
No, this isn't a first-person shooter, Jason. This isn't Halo. Yes, Aaron. Yes, we get it. Anybody have any comments on this news story? Other than Aaron's heavy breathing?
Just awesome.
Can I make a comment?
Go for it. Make your own comment.
So my own comment is it's way overhyped. Way, way overhyped. And it's not... The fact of the matter that the trailer for it, I don't know if you guys have seen, if you saw it, Jeremiah, but it looks way too good for a mobile game. It's not going to be what the trailer promises.
Well, I heard they're using like Google Maps for.
It's the company worked on something else as well. The company Nintendo and Game Freak teamed up with. I don't remember what it's called, but the game that the other company has worked on is beautiful. But at the same time, it's like it worked on Google Maps, but there was no gameplay. It was all cinematic, like hologrammed Pokemon that do actual like battling. It looked so realistic. But at the same time, it's like that's not going to be on the phone. Like there was like 2 seconds of gameplay at the end, and it looked like a blanded mobile background with a Pokemon just standing there and you trying to capture it. It looked so boring. For that, plus microtransactions, that's self-explanatory.
Up the pooper.
Exactly.
That's mobile games as a whole is microtransactions. And EA.
And EA. At least it's not EA with Pokemon. That would probably be
a dice game for Pokemon, just like buildings falling apart.
I'd be it. I'd do it. I'd buy it. I'd buy it day one. I love dice.
I
love
dice and dice monsters.
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
Ancient dice monsters from Yu-Gi-Oh.
From what I see from this news, it's basically, I mean, it's interesting their first kind of step towards mobile gaming, since they made that deal with that phone company. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they made a phone deal maybe about like
DNA.
3 months ago. Yeah, DNA. And so I guess it's kind of like their first steps towards that, and I'm really curious to see what other IPs they bring over.
Yeah, Nintendo has potential for it. What this mobile gaming does is microtransactions will probably ruin it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Stinks. That's basically it.
Okay. I'm just going to make a quick comment if nobody else has anything to say.
I was going to say one thing.
Go for it, Anthony.
I'm not trading with Mikey unless it's Magikarps, but that's it.
What?
I'm just going to give you Magikarps, man. I'm not going to give you anything else good.
That is so that I don't even know what to say, Anthony. That's just so you. It hurts almost.
Does it?
Fair enough. Okay.
Well,
Mike,
you gotta take us all boating, and Anthony will just get Magikarps while we're there.
Okay. I like that idea.
Why not a magic
Let's all go boating. Yep. Well, my quick comment on this is it's the Pokemon game I've pretty much always wanted.
Okay.
Because you guys know me, I'm kind of a asocial person. Nobody ever use the word antisocial. That is the incorrect terminology. I am a little bit asocial.
Okay.
I am an introvert, but I do like being around other people. I love having fun, but I need to recharge my batteries. So this game makes it so much easier to make friends because you can be walking down the street with, what's that bracelet called, Mikey?
It's not a bracelet. It's a clip-on. Like it's a little badge, basically. It's the Pokemon Go Plus.
Okay. Well, you can be walking around. Let's say Paris, and you're there with like your girlfriend or boyfriend. No judgment. And you can be walking around there, and all of a sudden, like you get that beep. Oh crap! Let's go and investigate this. Oh crap! Meloetta is inside this diner. No, not this diner. This cafe.
Ooh.
You go in there, and it turns out to have like a great cupcake or a great cake or something that you would not be able to find because it's off on some side street that only the locals know about. Or you're going to some sporting event, and you see this girl or guy, again, no judgment, down the way. Like when I go to a hockey game, and I see this girl down the way that she has that badge or whatever it's called. And I go, oh my God, you like Pokemon too? Let's give each other numbers, and that's how you can meet somebody.
And that's how Jeremiah got married.
I can totally see it too.
Oh no, what happens? He finds a Rize cosplayer.
You're damn right, Rize.
I'm up for that.
Put some clothes on!
Okay. Well, that's my 2 cents on that.
I'm going to put another 2 cents for the Pokemon Go. I actually can't wait for this when I actually get a better phone. When I get a better phone, instead of this piece of shit phone.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a better phone for this too myself.
I know. I can't. I wish they would be like able to do this for flip phones.
Yeah. I'd love to go back to a flip phone.
Yeah,
Okay, well, yeah. Let's go back. let's move on, shall we? Aaron,
All right.
what is your little piece of news?
All right, my piece of news is Apple TV is saying that they don't need to be an Xbox killer to be good for gaming. So
Okay.
So as you guys may or may not know already,
The new Galaxy S Plus.
but as you may or may not know, Apple came out and said they made the Apple TV.
Okay.
And they showed in their commercial that there were several gaming things going on. Like, people were able to basically do what PlayStation is doing, like broadcast some of their gaming, get like mini games like off of PC. Some of the PC games were confirmed, and had their own little controller.
Okay.
But what they're saying is they don't need to compete with Xbox, PlayStation, or PC to be a gaming kind of assortment.
Okay.
And so what they're also saying is that you can expect actually high expectations from Apple TV, and it means very well for the gaming market. And this was a quote from Greg Kasavin from Transistor developer Supergiant Games.
God, I love that game. Sorry, go on.
And basically they're saying that they can combine just TV with gaming, and the only thing they said they could really compete with Xbox was getting the transition between TV and gaming, because Xbox One, you can kind of watch TV while you also have some stuff going on in the background, but what they say is they can do it a lot smoother and get a lot more people motivated to do it.
Really? Okay. I might have to look into this then, because I've been thinking about getting my own Xbox soon, mainly for the exclusives, but I'm also wanting to watch hockey again, so I need something to be able to get like a cable box or something that I can watch hockey with.
I mean, the only thing I could say for sure is it's Apple, so don't expect it to be very cheap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be
Question is
expensive.
it going to be cheaper than the not the PS4? Is it going to be cheaper than the Xbox One?
Probably not.
Because those consoles are pretty expensive, especially for college students like us.
Oh yeah. It's
Not me.
Shut up, Jason.
I envy you. But no,
Yes, yes.
I think it's going to be more expensive than a console, but I think they're going to try to push and be like, all right, you're going to get a lot more smoother stuff and that, and because, like, when it came to Apple versus Microsoft, Apple's more the rebel. They wanted to go outside the box. They wanted to make it look all smooth and stuff, while Microsoft was more for, if it works, leave it at that. So
Okay.
I think they're going to try to do some kind of outrageous stuff that may or may not be very good or very bad for both gaming and for Apple TV.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to say on this, or should we move on?
Sounds like a make and break.
Okay.
Apple.
Well, that kind of project, I mean.
God, no, they're fine.
Well, I mean,
It's not gonna. People are gonna buy it and they're gonna be like, "Oh, they use it for their TV," and then like, I bet you someone will come to them and be like, "Hey, you know they put games on them?" And they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Yeah,
And then,
I can see that.
and then it's the same thing with like Amazon Fire TV. Like they have exclusives for Amazon Fire TV, but I bet you no one's played them.
A very small percentage of people have played them, I'm willing to bet. I'm not going to say nobody.
Jason's touching me. Help.
I'm touching him.
Great.
Oh.
Okay. Well, while
It is
Jason
5
is
minutes.
touching,
Man.
let's ask Anthony what his news was.
So my news had to do with the so Super Mario. Their 30th birthday, I think, was like a day ago.
Hey.
I think it was today.
Hey.
Okay, it was today. So
Happy
this was
birthday,
out.
Mark.
This was out like yesterday then, and it's about it's a video, and it's like Super Mario, like an actual like. It's like a Super Mario game, like World 5, 1, and whatever. You know, just a regular Super Mario game from the NES. and it's showing how this is like the true life depiction of the current refugee crisis in Europe, actually. Now, I thought that was pretty interesting, like how they would call Mario as Refugee Mario, and he would go on his journey with smugglers across the Mediterranean Sea, and then guards would catch him and throw him in prison. So, yeah, it was a pretty interesting video, especially when this one guy wearing like a black tuxedo and a hat so the Mario character would jump over him, and the guy would like lay down and then like hit his stomach to get the money out of him, I guess. It was really weird. And yeah, I guess the EU, and once they get to the EU flag, as it would be called, and they'd be home safe. But yeah, it was a very interesting video, and I was surprised to find this as a news thing. So like they say this is one thing they would like to say. They say next time you die in a Destiny mission or in Super Mario or in any other game, just think of this video, and the people who are facing missions of their own, they won't get a second chance. So that's just something that I thought was pretty different, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
That's interesting.
That's my spiel.
Yeah. Anybody have anything to say?
Viva la revolution.
I mean, it's just one of those things where there's a genre of games that kind of is touched every now and then. It's games for change, like those kind of games that like bring awareness to things. Like a great example is This War of Mine, or Papa EO, or Cheese. So just games that like have very strong messages and just try pushing them really hard and kind of show people like what it's really like.
Fair enough.
I mean, I find that really interesting. So yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Jason.
Well, Jason, what is your news?
So my news is really, really quick and brief, and it's also it's probably the first like announcement news I've heard in a while that has gotten me excited. And that is that Gary's Mod 2 is a thing, and it's happening.
What?
Yes. And so I'm really excited about it because, in my opinion, like the reason why Half-Life 2 is, in my opinion, one of the most important games ever is because of the effect it had on other games. And so one of the effects that it had was obviously creating Gary's Mod. And so with this Gary's Mod, they'll be able to use the Source 2 engine, which hopefully will get us closer to Half-Life 3. I doubt it. But
Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath.
I'm holding my breath, and I'm about to turn purple. So
Okay.
Guys, remember, Half-Life 3 will happen when Last of Us Sequel 5 happens.
It better not go that far.
No, I won't. It better not.
I love The Last of Us, but I don't like the idea of a sequel. I'm going to buy it regardless because I love that universe, but I don't necessarily want it.
So what do you guys think about that piece of news?
I'm a little indifferent on it. I mean, it sounds cool, but I'm a little indifferent. Anybody else?
The original Gary's Mod and everything?
It's exactly the same thing. So it's basically just
a one-up Gary's Mod.
It's basically Gary's Mod except with a new engine. And also what I remember from the news article is that the popular games they already have, such as like, scary maps, hide and seek, prop hunt. They're already working with developers to have that already as a preset thing, which is really cool. So like it's basically just being like, we know that you guys did really well on this, so as a result, you're gonna make it for the game. Okay. So that's really good. So yeah, I mean, I like it too because it's a sandbox for anything you can possibly think of. I mean, it's Minecraft, except
not that great compared to Minecraft, but
it's like Minecraft in a sense of like you could do whatever you want.
It's shenanigans on fire.
Yeah, you literally, and you could build a game out of nothing.
Yep,
that's what's so cool about it. But yeah,
awesome. Shenanigans on fire.
Alright, so yeah, that's my piece of news.
Okay. Well, then I guess it's my turn. I'm gonna break the rules because I'm the host and I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm gonna do two quick little news stories, and one of them I have been seeing coming for a time, and I hope that it's true because technically it's only a rumor, and it is Kingdom Hearts 2.9. It will include 1.5 5 and 2.5, if it does come out. I want to reiterate that this is only a rumor. But with it being 2.9, I'm betting it's also going to come with Dream Drop Distance and whatever else they're missing. Mikey, I know you wanted to say something.
Say that Birth by Sleep Volume 2 will one day come out with it.
Yeah, don't hold your breath on that one either.
There was supposed to be a sequel to Birth by Sleep, but yeah, we know that never happened.
I hope they change the name to Kingdom Hearts 2.75. That's what I want. I want Kingdom Hearts 2.75. Anyway, my real news story says my real news story is this War of Mine.
Yeah, buddy.
That is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. When this game was first announced for the PC, what, a year ago? Year and a half, something like that?
About a year ago.
Yeah. I instantly fell in love with it. The whole concept of it is not the soldier aspect of war, like the kind of games, I'm not going to generalize here, but I play the games. Anthony's played a few of the games. Aaron plays a lot of those games. Jason plays a lot of those games. But the first-person shooters. And
see how this is?
It's this War of Mine, but it's going to include children in this.
What?
So if your moral choices weren't hard enough in the original game, and it's just DLC. So the DLC that was released on the PC is also coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And it's going to include children to make your moral choices much more difficult. And that news story broke the day that we did our last episode, which is why this is so old, but I wanted to bring this up because I cannot wait to play that game. I played about 10 minutes of it just to make sure that I would like it. Once I found out that I knew that I was going to buy it, I decided to wait until I got a PC, but now that it's coming to consoles, I'm going to get it for my PS4.
Yeah,
Anybody have anything to say?
I do, clearly, because I adore the game. I mean, I respect it so much. I kind of felt like it was going to come to console, but I wasn't too terribly. I mean, I'm excited that it's coming to console. I'll probably buy it again for console because when I'm playing that game, all I wanted to do is like sit on a couch, not like mouse and keyboard. I mean, there's time and place for each of those kind of games, but like,
absolutely,
that's what I felt like. But and also what I love about it is that it donates all of its money, every single dime it makes, all to like helping like war refugees in need, which is so cool. So like I respect it so much because it literally is not making a single dime out of this. They're doing this without of solely just being like, hey, like these people need help. This is a great way to like show good great cause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Wait, is that after he beats P4, or is that when he's going to...
It's going to be after he beats P4 because nobody puts 60 hours into one game and quits.
Too late? Question marks?
He did.
You will not quit Persona 4.
I'm not going to quit it. I'm just taking a very unnecessary, unneeded hiatus.
I don't care. Jason and I have already had this conversation. You are not allowed to start another video game until you finish Shadow of the Colossus and Persona 4.
Okay.
Better not touch that 3DS, Mikey.
Okay. Well, now let's jump into questions that we've each brought to each other, or topics, rather. Let's start with Aaron's topic or question.
Alright, so my topic was, if you had enough money to make a video game, and you could do it with any company, past or present, which company would you choose, and what kind of game would you make?
Okay. Who wants to start?
I'll do it.
Okay, Mikey's going to do it.
I volunteer tribute. Alright, so I'd pair up with Nintendo, and I would go with Mr. Sakurai, because I love ruining people's lives, and I would love another Smash. Like, sometime, like, in, 4 or 5 years, when the Wii U version had its time, kind of like Brawl did. And, I mean, yeah, that's really it. Sakurai is just Sakurai. Like, this guy, if you guys didn't know, when he was making Melee, he had to finish the game by himself. Like, Iwata gave him a time limit, and he broke his wrist during it from, like, overplaying the game to make sure it was working, and he still finished it. Like, dedication at its finest. Right there. So that's my choice right there, man.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go next. Why not? So I've been kind of waiting for this, and like I've been really interested in it. But I really, 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 really want a Uncharted-like, so from Naughty Dog, an Uncharted-like open world pirate game. And like basically what it would be like is basically you're just this dude who just, it's kind of ironically like the Mad Max game that I'm playing now, but like with pirates, and like you use the entire world as a map, which would be so cool. Yeah. And you actually be able to like walk into town and like do quests for people and all that kind of stuff. And so, and basically it would just be like, you know, hand-to-hand combat with like, you know, Assassin's Creed 4 kind of like, you know, cannon shooting. Yeah. It'd be awesome. It'd be so cool.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'd like sit there making One Piece quotes the whole time, just like, "What's your name? I'm Monkey D. Luffy," and like have rubbery ass arms. But yeah, so that's basically what kind of game I would pick for that.
Okay. Let's go to Anthony next.
Okay. Who would I choose? I would go with... I'm not going to go with Mr. Iwata. I'm actually going to go with... Okay, I guess no one got that. Anyways, I'm going to go with... Don't stare at me. I'm going to go with Alice. And I'm not going to go for another Persona game for the console. I'm actually going to go for the one for the DS instead of not doing the Persona Q stuff. I would rather have like a Persona game for the 3DS that is kind of like the console versions where you go to school, have social links, blah, 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 would be great. But that'd be probably the game that I would like to create with my director, my developer that I chose. So.
Okay. I like that idea. Yeah.
Anthony, you know what you would make? You would go, you would go with Mr. Iwata and make a Wii U chat game, knowing you.
Dude, I already did that with Reggie yesterday, so.
God.
Okay, well, I guess it's my turn now.
Mr. Iwata.
I'm going to have to agree with Jason on Naughty Dog. But I don't see how Naughty Dog can do an open-world game like that because they're much more story-driven. But I'm going to say, not necessarily post-apocalyptic, but I'm, like I said back in previous episodes, I'm a writer, so I do have all these ideas for stories and everything. So I got this one story idea from where it takes place in college, and this girl finds out that death is technically every person's shadow. So every person has their own death. And what happens is she finds out that when she finds out that that's true, she meets and kills her own death, which makes her the master of death. And just so on and so forth. I only have one chapter up of the story, so I don't really know where I want to go with it. I have half a chapter 2. But if you guys are interested, go to Figment if our listeners are interested, or even if you guys are interested. Go to Figment.com and look up Jeremiah Doyle. It's I can't even remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's so story driven that I think Naughty Dog could pull it off.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the reason why I would want Uncharted or Naughty Dog to do it is because I would want the pirate game to be very Uncharted-like.
Oh yeah,
so
I definitely... No, Jason, I understand that.
Character, yeah.
It's just, I don't see how Naughty Dog has the experience for an open-world game.
And then that's when they come and it just really impress us.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if they make it, I'll buy it. But It just doesn't make sense in my head. That's all.
All right.
I mean, I can see how it would work with another developer. I just don't know if I can see it working with Naughty Dog.
Square Enix.
Yeah, I can see Square Enix. Or Ubisoft even. One of Ubisoft's. Anyway.
I was gonna add something. I did not know this. Actually, I did know this, but I forgot to mention that Atlas did. They didn't develop it, but they were a publisher for it of a Shin Megami Tensei online game for MMO RPG for the online. I was like surprised. I was like, oh wow,
interesting.
Yeah. So.
All right, Aaron. Since this is your topic, what is your choice?
All right, I'm thinking about kind of an original kind of thing. I don't want to base it off any other game type, like off Uncharted or anything. I just want to try to think of. I tried to think of something that honestly just would fit my taste, since I'm the FPS shooter game kind of player, and yet I thought about it, and I would probably go with Activision as my kind of sidekick. But they would only do the funding, and I would make it a psychological shooter.
Ooh.
So like Spec Ops Online?
Or Fear?
To where it's first person, and you are a soldier injured on the battlefield. You wake up in a hospital, but you don't wake up in a normal hospital. You find it's abandoned, you find that it's decrepit, and you find that everything is basically not the way it should be.
So a little bit kind of like Bloodborne's beginning?
Maybe not to that extent, because it's kind of like you still have people.
Okay.
You're all alone in this world.
Okay.
And it's basically just like, you don't know if you're in a coma, you don't know anything, you just have like flashes of what's happening around you, but you don't understand what it means. Like, you still feel pain and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you still continue forward.
Okay.
So it'd basically be first-person shooter, but you're basically, it's more than just like, all right, shoot this, kill that, and move to the next objective. It's more look around and trying to find clues as to what happened to you and how you ended up there.
Okay. I like it.
So that's the kind of game I was thinking of.
Okay.
I would play that game, actually.
Yeah, I'd be interested in it. I'm interested. Okay,
What's
with
that?
that screech, let's go to Jason.
Wait,
Let's go
who's
to
that?
Jason's topic.
Okay. So mine's a little bit more kind of straightforward. With this wonderful fall upon us, if you had to purchase one game this fall, what would it be?
Okay.
Okay.
Jason, call out who you want to start.
Mikey.
You're a dick!
I like that one. I like that.
That's the point. I see Mikey running over here, looking up what's coming out this fall, and I just had to pick him first.
You're a dick!
We're just all
Mikey, I was going to choose you first anyway.
I'm gonna wait for Mikey now as he just kind of scrolls around.
You're dead to me!
I know. You know what? I understand that, but I mean, yep. So I have one. It's not good, but it's there. It's average, above average. This fall. Like fall. So fall. October. It's basically October to like December. It's kind of that Q4-ish kind of time.
Okay.
Good lord, there's not even many choices, like...
There's a lot of choices!
What are you smoking? There's a lot of choices.
IGN don't got shit!
Okay, so you're gonna play IGN, the game of the year edition, where they rate everything, and the way they rate it is ridiculous, and have the weirdest captions for the reasons why they don't like it. Like, for instance, too much water, or...
Fine, okay. I have two games. I have two. So,
No, one.
Only one.
God damn it.
There
Okay.
can only be one.
Can right now count?
Go for it, right now, yeah.
Right now? Okay. I would get Super Mario Maker.
Okay, there you go, that's your game. Alright.
Wow.
Okay.
Why? Wow, okay, fine.
Alright.
Go for it. Whatever.
Super Mario Maker? Really? Come on, man.
If that's not good enough for your garbage standards, Anthony.
We're getting some trash talk.
Why didn't you get Skylanders then? You should have just said Skylanders.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's just like fucking Mario Maker.
That just destroyed
I think Mikey's walking over to college right now to kick your ass.
I
Welcome
would
to
not.
WAIP, where we ruin friendships.
And
If I had to be serious, I'd get Destiny the Taken King.
Okay.
Because I want to try Destiny. My cousin, when I was staying in Seattle last week, he played a little bit of Destiny. Like, I saw some gameplay. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to get this now.
Yeah. What's your cousin play on?
That's
Mikey,
it.
what does your cousin play on?
He's playing on Xbox 360.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, man. So
You got to delete like half your crap in order to get the Taken King on PS4. No, not PS4. PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 in order to get that. Ooh, that sounds painful.
What? No, Aaron showed me that footage. Never mind.
Hey, Mikey.
What?
Hey, why aren't you getting the Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer?
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay.
And I Aaron you down, boy. You're gonna squeal like a piggy, little boy.
Just being racist against my kind now. Stop.
who do you have next? Anthony, go for it. What is your game?
My game? It's not gonna be Happy Home Designer.
What is it?
It's gonna be the game I want to get. It's gonna be so many game choices.
Well, let me guess.
You're checking him up right now. I swear he is.
No,
Bust his ass.
no, I'm just looking at the two that I really wouldn't mind. Oh, you know what? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, because I haven't played Tony Hawk in a while. So I wouldn't mind Tony Hawk. I was thinking of Fallout, Anthropology.
Dark Slide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby.
All right.
All right.
That's an interesting choice.
Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron, you're up.
Yeah. I'm easily just going to go with Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I played the beta, loved it, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
All right.
That was a given, but okay.
I mean, I was going to say Persona, but it's like, I don't think it's going to be considered fall. I think that's going to be winter.
You mean Persona 4 Dancing All Night?
Yeah, because I definitely love to dance.
I was going to dance with Kanji, so don't think about it.
Kanji's awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
Can we take a moment to say Jason is really creeping me out? He is making really weird faces, and he's... Honestly, I'm a little scared right now.
I'm trying to fix it as much as I can.
Just let it happen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Darby.
Yeah.
What game?
My choice.
Yeah, go for
And my choice is something that I'm surprised nobody has taken yet. And it is Persona 5.
I swear
Atlas is still saying that it is coming to North America and Japan this fall.
Yeah. Fine.
So I have to say that one.
Okay.
Persona 5. That is an easy 60 to 80 hour game per playthrough.
Which I like.
God knows what else they're gonna have in it, since, like...
You're married to Tug. You've not beaten P4. Silence.
You know what? I've played enough of it to say there is a lot of stuff you could probably do in Persona 5. Come on.
Oh yeah.
That's
I will give you that.
Pittsburgh, baby.
But you're still on your first playthrough, though, so...
I hit you.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to pass the torch off to Anthony.
Ooh.
What is your topic?
You know, my topic is very awesome.
I didn't even answer my own question. What is this?
Oh, yeah. Jason.
I like skipping Jason. He doesn't have
I'm a
anything
Chris Brown.
interesting
Let
to
him
say.
get out of here.
I like skipping Jason. I like skipping Jason. He doesn't have anything interesting to say anyway.
Oh.
Whoa!
Welcome to WAIP. We ruin friendships.
And eat it clean off. I'm just gonna be like the creatures and just claw your face off.
You know what this guy's gonna do, Jeremiah? This guy's gonna dress up as something from Until Dawn and just stay outside your dorm.
Santa Claus.
Please, God, no.
Oh.
Please, God, no.
Oh, Dobby. I got this for you.
Okay, Jason. So you don't dress up as Until Dawn. Let's go with your answer. Yeah.
My answer is Fallout 4. And just without a doubt, because like Fallout 4 is still to this day my favorite RPG of all time. I mean, like it's just so good. I love Fallout 4.
You haven't played Fallout 4 yet.
Sorry, Fallout 3. My bad.
There you go.
I played Fallout 3. I was a little disappointed in Fallout New Vegas, but I am so stoked. So stoked for Fallout 4. I haven't seen a single trailer for Fallout 4, and I know it's going to be incredible. I saw maybe the reveal trailer, and that's it. I was like, all right, pre-ordering this. Walked over to the GameStop, and they're like, November 10th? I'm like, yep. They're like, all right, here you go. I'm like, thanks, here's my money.
Yay!
Want a blood oath? They're like, yeah, sure. So here's a blood oath. I'm like, all right.
Hey Jason,
So
are you gonna get the collection for Fallout then?
Oh, no, is that only for Xbox One?
I think. Is it only for Xbox One? I think it might be for Xbox One.
But I would get it. I didn't even know they had one. But yeah, I would.
Yeah.
That's how little I have gotten attached to Fallout 4's news.
Okay. Well, now that Jason's not going to stand outside my room dressed as an Until Dawn character that I will not spoil, that I'm most terrified of, let's pass the torch off to Anthony.
I just want to do a quick announcement. He's changing into his costume right now. Like, he just left.
Don't. I love that game, but don't.
Mike was the worst part of my entire life. I don't think I've felt anything worse in my entire life. I almost threw up. I'm dead serious. I almost just went over to the bathroom and threw up. It was so gross. Mikey, what the fuck are you eating? What are you eating?
You're making me want to play this game right now.
Mikey, are you like okay? First, I want to know something. Are you actually? Do you have clothes on?
What? What? He has a string penis. Okay.
Oh, Gaben.
I'm done. And moving on. Anthony got your.
All right, Anthony. What is your topic for us?
My topic is favorite level in a video game.
Okay. Yep. Anthony, pass the torch. Who do you want to go?
Ooh, who am I going to choose? I'm going to choose someone who, put 60 hours into a video game.
Nothing. Mikey, what's your question? Anthony, would you care to repeat that to the class?
Mikey, there's a story I want to ask you. It's about a little boy that didn't finish Persona 4. And now he's going to have to answer to this question about what was his favorite level in the video game. What's your favorite level in the video game, Mikey?
Favorite level in the video game? I'm going to be honest. Probably at this point it's something for Persona 4. It's either going to be Kanji's dungeon or Risei's dungeon. Probably Risei's. Holy shit.
Damn it, Rize, put some clothes on.
Jason is not giving me any sweat right now. This guy is trying to kill me right now. He's touching me in the wrong place.
Are we saving this recording? Because I might kill him.
This is going on the internet, dude. This is going on for Jam.
Oh, fuck this. Alright, so, favorite game level. I said it already. Oh, you said it already?
Risei's dungeon in Persona 4.
Okay.
Okay. I'll pass the torch on to Jeremiah.
Whew. There are a lot of levels that I have played, but I'm going to have to go with something that I doubt many of you have even played, and that is Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, that game.
Ooh.
I've played it, no.
I think I've heard of it.
The whole story is where Kirby gets separated into 4 different colors and has to find Meta Knight to become one again. And, well, that's my interpretation of it. And there's this level in it where the final boss is this machine where you have to hit him into the sidewalls in order to bring him down. And I was just, that whole level leading up to that, it had so many different copy availables where Kirby would has to, like, you have to choose between beam and then something else and then bomb and then something else in order to make your way through it and find everything. You have to switch like every 2 minutes to find something else, to find everything, to find the proper upgrade and everything. But yeah, that's my choice. Anthony, who's next?
Who should I choose next? I'll choose my roommate.
I'm going to say my favorite level is out of Borderlands 2. It's the final level. You go into the vault. It's a cool place, and it's pretty cool just because it's all fire and brimstone. Kind of looks like Mustafar from Star Wars.
Okay.
And there's really no big like challenge leading up to the final boss, but it's just like the final boss is actually like multiple parts, because you're not just fighting one, you're fighting multiple.
Okay.
And
Which game is this?
Borderlands 2.
Okay. I got you now.
I mean, it's just a lot of story in it. That's what I like about it. It's just a lot of story in just that final part. And it's also fun as hell. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Mr. Jason.
Oh. Okay, so I'm a little confused. Is it your favorite boss or your favorite level?
Just your favorite level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say my favorite level, like the level, I mean, sometimes I literally will go onto this game and just choose it, but it's Chapter 10 in Alien Isolation. And it's basically...
have not made it that far.
And so basically in Chapter 10, this isn't spoiling it because Alien Isolation has a very straightforward story. And basically what happens is that they lock you in this room with the alien, and that's Chapter 10. It's just getting out of that room, and it is so stressful, and it is so hard, and it is possibly like one of the best levels ever in a video game, because it's basically just this one-on-one with you and the alien, and that's it. And like that's basically like what it comes down to, and like he's just walking around the room, and you have to find a way out of there.
Okay.
So smart. Yeah, but I really like it. So yeah.
All right.
Awesome. It's good.
Anthony,
Yeah.
because you actually have stuff that's interesting to say.
Wow.
Get the suit on.
Get the suit on.
Get it on, Jason.
I'm going
Yeah.
to come to your house.
I'm coming.
And dress up like those creatures that look like Santa Claus.
Please don't.
Oh, you're talking about the creature. I thought you were talking about the person.
Oh, I thought I was talking about that.
Who's to
Oh,
say
no.
the creature and the person are the same?
Ho ho ho!
Dude, it's not Christmas yet, man.
Ho ho ho!
Mikey, do you want to die?
I don't think so.
You'll be dying in our arms tonight.
That night.
All right, moving on.
So the game that I'm gonna choose for my favorite level is, my favorite level is from Chrono Trigger. So it's basically when you go into the future to help, what was it? Whoa. Yes, to come back. You're escaping from trial. So you're escaping because you're in prison, and then you're like, oh, I need to get out of here so I don't get executed. And you save a guy, and blah, blah, blah. So while you're escaping, you're like surrounded. So you're like, oh, it's time travel, guys. And then you go into the future. And it's very barren and very unforgiving. It's like a very desolated place.
Okay.
And you find out different things, like the inhabitants, that it's the same place like where you're from, which is the present, but the future, it's like really messed up. Like robots have, well, not really have taken over, so it's not like iRobot. But it's it's a good level. I like it because it's just the people are like all raggedy, and it's sad. It's really sad to see these people all like can't even get to a food supply because like robots are guarding it, and you have to go, help them out and all that, and then it's really, really, it's really good.
Okay.
Good story through that level. I was surprised how fast it went after you beat everything. I did get lost. I did have to use a walkthrough.
Okay.
So that's something I had to do, but hey, it's all good.
Okay.
Well, let's jump over to Michael E. then.
Michael?
Yeah.
So,
Michael?
my question is, Anthony, why you a little bitch?
Woo!
But Michael.
Oh, okay. My question is, what is your favorite boss in a video game?
Oh shit.
Okay.
So, Anthony, let's start with you there, pal.
What did I do to you, man?
You know what you did, you little shit.
Everything.
Nah, but
Okay,
Anthony, man.
Okay, my favorite boss I'm gonna have to go with is from Punch Out for the NES. And
yes. Mike Tyson?
yeah.
Are we talking about Mike Tyson?
No, we're not talking about Mike Tyson or Mr.
Okay.
Dream or Big Dream or whatever the hell his name is.
God.
We're gonna talk about the I don't know the Japanese guy's name. It's like Toyota or something. I don't know. Probably Toyota.
Yeah.
Well, that was racist.
It probably was.
Like
But
your
he was a great boss. He was the way. Yeah, they designed him really racist. But anyways, just like when you're trying to fight him, you have to like come up with a strategy or you're gonna die because he just comes with those quick punches and you don't know. He's a lot harder than the little scrawny French guy that's easy to beat, which I think is easy to most people, but whatever.
Aaron, I know I'm breaking my rules right here because I am going to say something that I said I would never do on this podcast. Fuck you.
Wait, what did you say? What'd you say? What?
There's a point at the end of if you make certain characters get to the end, there's a point where something appears. In the last chapter, last couple minutes of the game, and he sent me a picture of it.
I'll send you the picture.
Did he?
what game is this?
Until Dawn.
Jeremiah, I can say last night with me and Aaron, we watched. What did we watch last night? We watched the prologue, and I thought it was hilarious how both of them like fell. Like
Yeah.
I like no.
Don't watch anything else. Don't watch
I won't.
anything else.
No.
Because this isn't spoilers, but there's nothing you can do to save the girls at the beginning.
Oh man, I really liked them.
But no, it's like I've watched the whole walkthrough of it, so I know what happens. I know what those things are.
Aaron, I opened up that message. I opened up that message and I took a step back. I almost threw my iPod. I won't lie.
Yes!
Because I remember when that happened in the game.
I can die of happiness now.
Hey, what part is that?
I'll send you.
Jason, I'll talk to you about it later so there's no spoilers for everybody else. Okay?
Because we can't have spoilers, or we'll have to do our spoiler thingy-majiggy.
Yeah.
Or
We might have to do a spoiler cast for this game when everybody plays it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Because the endings can be super different for everybody.
I mean, the game's completely different for
There's
everybody.
over 200 endings.
It's like it's.
Fuck.
It's,
Oh boy, I'm gonna get one of those soon. Oh boy, oh boy. It's gonna take a while, but
Depends when you're gonna beat Persona 4, Mikey.
And
Yeah.
Shadow.
Shadow, I'm probably gonna do tonight with Jason.
You're not gonna beat it tonight because you're
Well,
even
not
halfway.
beat it, but like continue on it. And probably plot twist.
Just beat it, beat it.
Apparently that's the best plot twist.
No,
ever.
it has the best ending ever in a video game.
Oh, never mind.
And that actually, ironically, leads to my favorite boss fight ever.
What is your favorite boss fight?
I'm going to cheat with this, by the way. And it's going to be the entire game of Shadow of the Colossus.
Hey,
There is
Ooh.
nothing in my mind, like, because it's basically, like, think of, like, just close your eyes and think about it for a second. Imagine every single boss fight that you've played before, and imagine that in a game. Like, just all collectively in a game. And, like,
Hey, Aaron, doesn't that kind of scare you with Bloodborne?
these bosses fly. They sink into the ground. Like, you have to dig tunnels.
You have to climb on them, for God's sake.
You have to climb on them. There's ones that require you to dig underground and find one. There's some that require them to shoot lasers at themselves. There's some that fly in the air. It's ridiculous.
Jason and I.
There's like every single boss battle you can think of that's like amazing is in that game, and that's all I'm gonna say.
It's all boss fights.
Yeah,
right?
'cause that's what Shadow of the Colossus is. It's all boss fights. But yeah, basically that's my answer.
Stress.
Okay.
Oh, I was just going to add one thing. So, correction on my piece. His name is actually Piston Honda. It's not what I said. Just correction out there for people who
You
actually
racist
would care.
bastard.
I know, man. That's just bad with names. It's bad
Yeah.
with names. And fuck you too, Miley.
Get wrecked, son.
Okay.
Continue.
So, Aaron.
Alright, so I mentioned the vault earlier, and what I'm going to say is the boss fight from that. Just because it goes from a dragon to a worm, giant thing, to a whole lot of different stuff. And it's like you have to fight on basically the volcano. So stuff's burning up around you, you got like ads coming after you, and you just got to decide, alright, am I going to stay in this area and possibly die from the lava, or am I going to move up and then just continue on, and it just continually builds up until you get to the top where all you see is its head. And it just gets really fun.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because it basically puts to test like all your abilities, and it basically is like if you do not create your character correctly and have the right weapons, you're basically screwed.
Yeah. Interesting.
And also, it's just a lot of fun when you do co-op with it, just because it's just a lot of people just trying to be like, all right, it's kind of like Destiny except more epic with the music, and just also just the characters are more lovable.
Okay.
So that's what I like. And then,
Okay. Interesting.
Alrighty.
Mikey, who are you going to pass it off to now?
I mean, everybody else, but I'll go. I mean, no, go ahead, Jeremiah.
you know that.
Well, I'm not necessarily going to cheat, but it's going to be interesting, I guess. I'm going to have to say, I can't remember his name, but it's out of Fire Emblem Awakening, and it's when you're on top of the volcano.
Oh, it's Yenfei.
Yenfei. Yeah. I liked him because, I mean, I don't really want to spoil it, but the game's pretty freaking old. But you put, like, one of the people in your party is Yenfei's sister. And when you finally defeat her, the story kind of changes. I mean, not when you defeat her. When you defeat her brother, the story changes. Some things are revealed. And I was like, oh, shit, didn't see that one coming.
It throws off the game entirely. You're like, wait, what? Like, you've seen it coming before, but at the same time, it's a big twist, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really see it coming because I don't like to think ahead when I play video games, Mikey.
That's 1,000%
Rude.
Yeah. I try to be in the moment when I play a video game. I don't like to think ahead.
Me too.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard for me to play an episodic game, but I maintain this until the day I die, unless something this fall changes my mind. The best game this year is Life is Strange. But it's just
strange for you to say.
yeah, I know. But
I wish I could
it's
rewind
really
that
more
last
of a
joke.
level. The level that I'm talking, the boss fight, not Yenfei. His fight was so interesting, just because you had to deal with not only the volcano, but you also had to deal with the ads, and then you had to kill him, and then so on and so forth.
That's part of
just
a ranged weapon.
Yeah, it was just really interesting. That boss fight was just really interesting, and I loved it. I don't know if I'd say it is my favorite, but I'm gonna have to say it's definitely up there.
Okay.
Okay. I like that.
All right, Mikey.
So I have two.
No, one.
This is
Fine.
one's an
It's
honorable
just
mention.
one.
So,
An honorable
First-
mention? We should have all got honorable mentions then.
Harvest.
I'm the host. I can break the rules. You guys can't.
Well, I'm just
Anarchy.
that's one funny game. And then from Pokemon, that's made me literally. It's given me the hardest time because I don't know why, but I always have the hardest time on her, just doing everything right, and then I'm just there.
You had the hardest time on her. Okay, moving on.
But my favorite boss fight, it's technically a cheat like Jason's answer in a way, but it's from Fire Emblem 7, which is the first game to immigrate to the U.S. Now, it's the final chapter. This chapter it's really, really weird. I'm not going to spoil anything because it has some spoilers to it, but you're fighting bosses that you have before that don't make sense unless like you play it through and everything. And then the final boss is an enemy that does a set amount of damage, and it hurts, and it can't miss. And it has 3 tiles of range, which is huge.
Yeah.
So, I want Jeremiah to try that maybe one day. I have the GBA copy that I can make you try.
Persona
All right.
4.
When you finish Persona 4, I will play it.
And then it's a big step back from Awakening because things work differently, but I can explain that another day. But that's my question right there.
Okay. I'm actually going to have to change my mind. I actually thought of my favorite boss.
Oh.
And Anthony and Aaron might be able to attest to this. It's 3 letters. Nyx. Persona 3.
I like Nyx.
Nyx from Persona 3. That was really freaking interesting.
That was.
It was
Absolutely.
just because the way it ends, like once you beat her, the story, oh my god, biggest plot twist in the world in my eyes. I thought we had this conversation back in an earlier episode, I think episode 1, about the biggest plot twist that we've had in a game. And I said it was Persona 3's like right around the middle. But again, this is spoiler-free territory for those of you who have not played it, but I recommend you play this game exponentially. But that ending was just the way Nyx's fight plays out, and then how that leads into the ending of the game. It may have been the best boss I've ever fought, just because of it was unique in terms of, like, if I hadn't played Persona 4 at the time, it would have been the most unique boss fight I've ever had.
Yeah.
But, and then the ending. Just the ending of the boss fight, and then the ending of the game was just
Beautiful.
fantastic. There's no other way that I can describe it other than fan-freaking-tastic.
You know, Nyx is just... I actually took me, 2 hours and a half because I kind of, was messing with him. So I really didn't kill him. I took longer than necessary, but it was fun. I thought it was a fun boss fight. It was good.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely fun, but it was probably my favorite boss fight.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Anyway. Okay, well, I guess it's my turn then, shall we?
Yes.
Let's make this nice and quick.
Sounds good.
Funniest thing that has ever happened to you in a video game?
Jeremiah knows the answer to that one.
Let's throw it over to Jason.
So, I think honestly, most of the funny moments that
Or are you gonna take mine? Are you gonna take mine?
No. I already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna do one from Left 4 Dead 2. I'm doing mine from Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sitting there, and I find this horse in Lord of the Rings Conquest. And in case, just a brief kind of summary of what Lord of the Rings Conquest is, it's basically Star Wars Battlefront kind of gameplay, except with Lord of the Rings characters.
Yep.
So basically, I'm going to another checkpoint to go take it, and I find this horse. And I'm like, oh man, I found this horse. You know what I'm going to name it? I'm going to name it Howard. And so then, we're riding, and I'm about to get to this bridge, and then out of nowhere, this giant dragon just picks me up, and the horse just flames. And I just yell, Howard! And I throw the controller up in the air, and I just get on my knees and start crying. I'm like, Howard, no!
Probably one of the most priceless things in the world I've ever seen.
Oh, that's so
Oh my
funny.
gosh.
I remember Jeremiah's reaction is when he stood there and he just looked at me like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
Oh my god, it was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. I think mine's funnier though. Anyway, let's jump over to Anthony.
Oh the funniest thing that has happened to me in a video game, I would have to say, okay, it didn't actually happen to me. It was an actual like funny scene. Can I still
Go for
do
it.
that? Okay.
Yeah, I'll let it slide.
I'm gonna do Persona 3 and
Okay.
the Operation Babe Hunt.
Yes.
Oh god.
It reminded me when I walked up to this girl and I told Junpei to go for it. And it was hilarious.
Oh, Jeremiah chose a different route.
Yep, I decided to hit on her myself. That was a mistake.
I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. I was like, it's all you, Junpei. You do it. And I thought it was hilarious. Like, the whole Operation Babe Hunt, which I thought was funny as hell. I can't believe they, like, I have to give Alice props on that.
Yeah.
Definitely something to take your mind off of battling bosses and all that, and battling other Persona users, and
Definitely.
a guy that looks like Jesus. So, yeah, I was happy with that. So that's my choice.
Okay.
Just bring her back for Persona 5.
That'd be funny.
Please don't.
Yes, please.
I don't want to have to hit on her again.
She remembers her from Persona 3. Oh my gosh.
I remember you.
You do. It's a different character, but yeah, that'd be funny.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, wait, I have a question. Can you hit on her with the girl one? With the girl?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
When I get my Vita back from Mikey,
Oh,
I will
wait,
play. I will
Never
try
happened.
to play through it again.
when's that going to
I will
happen? Like
try.
50 years from now?
Yeah, it's gonna. Basically, my Vita is gonna be covered with rust. Like the motherboard's gonna stop working by the time that happens.
So basically anything from Mad Max, just incredible rust on it.
There you go.
Fox!
Okay. Well, let's go over to Aaron.
Okay, so the funniest thing that ever happened to me in a video game was I was playing Assassin's Creed 1. I'm on top of a building, and I'm like, wait, I wonder if I can whistle for my horse. So I press the button to whistle for my horse. All of a sudden, I see the shadow behind me a bit, and I'm like, wait, what the hell? I turn around, all of a sudden my horse pops up behind me, runs my ass over off the building, and follows me. He's just like,
Oh, man.
turn around. Oh! Knocks me off.
I remember that horse in that game. Oh my god, my sister and I still make jokes about him. Like every time somebody whistles, like when we're out boating and there's a tree around, I whistle and she goes, the horse is going to appear from around that tree. It's,
Oh, shit.
oh my god, Aaron, that's funny.
That is-
And here's the other part, is I fall to the ground, it follows me. I survive. All these people are like, get him! The horse books it by me, freaking runs me over and gets me killed. So I'm like, I'm running. Horse runs my ass over. And immediately, everyone's on top of me, and I'm just like, fuck you, Howard.
I miss him still. He's somewhere in Mordor, and I will find him. I bet you I will find him if I ever decide to play Shadow of Mordor. I'm just going to be sitting there selfing about, and I know where I'm just going to see a dead horse on the ground, and I'm going to be like, no, Howard! You were so young! No!
There's gonna be like a whole bunch of them. Like, which one's Howard? Howard! You go to the next one. Howard!
Yeah.
Howard!
If I remember, Jason, if I remember correctly, I think I did see Howard's skeleton.
It was fucking murder.
Okay. Well, Michael Lee, what is your
Michael Lee.
answer?
So, I have two. Because
Oh,
I'm
shit.
actually trying to go back to where I've actually like died from laughing, but this is one where I didn't really laugh. But when I think about it, it's the best shit ever. So what happened was I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus. Like I'm just getting into it with Jason, and I keep going like when I played PlayStation games, I keep thinking I have like a dash option, but that's automatic. So I'm spam clicking A, and I changed the controls a bit, and all I'm doing is yelling, AGRO! AGRO! I'm just calling my horse, and I'm still riding it, and I'm just going like, AGRO! And Jason's getting so angry. Like, he's like, fucking stop. I will take this controller if you do not stop. AGRO!
All I hear is like, Agro! 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 Like, oh my god, it's like he's like in a boss fight, he's like hanging from a Colossus, and I know I just like, Agro! Agro!
AGRO!
I'm just you're hanging on to the Colossus. I'm just onto the back of a giant. I'm like, AGRO!
And not to mention, bullshit. Oh, no. Okay. So, Left 4 Dead 2. Playing co-op with friends and stuff. There's a mission where my friends are dedicated to get this achievement by carrying a gnome. Yeah. Just a gnome.
Oh god, I remember that achievement.
And there are moments where he drops it and I take it. This guy's like, give the fucking gnome back! Mikey! Fucking give it back! And this guy is so mad. I'm just like, no, Steve is mine now, bitch. And my friend was like, give me the gnome. Like, no, this is my gnome. This is my baby now. And he's like, give me the gnome! It's so bad.
Speaking of gnomes, Jeremiah, I was running past a flaming gas tank at one point.
I'm getting there, Jason. I'm getting there. So my answer to this, and I can just say Left 4 Dead 1 as a whole, okay?
Yeah.
I can just say all the experiences that I've had with Jason were funny. Even my first experience with Left 4 Dead 1, where it basically took me longer than Mikey would have taken to do the first chapter of the level. But I'm going to go with Jason and I were getting a little sick of Left 4 Dead for a while. And this was back when I had my 360. So we would play it like almost every day after school. Playing Left 4 Dead, going through No Mercy, because we have No Mercy down to a science at this point.
Run it in like 13 minutes. Like,
Oh yeah, we speed ran that thing for like 10 minutes. I think we even cleared 9 at one point, didn't we?
we did.
Yeah. But anyway, so we stopped playing for what would you say, Jason? About a month? 2 months? A month and a half? Month. I'll say a month. And so we decided to come back and play it because we hadn't played in a while. We're fresh on everything. We're going back to playing it. We enjoy it. So we start up No Mercy, and we get down to the bottom of the apartment building, and we're running through the alleys, and I'm sitting there running ahead of Jason, and Jason and I always have races, even if it's not outright said. We always have races of who can get to the safe room first. So what happens is we're running through, and all of a sudden I hear this hunter growl. And I stop, I back up, Jason runs past me, and all of a sudden I hear the hunter scream, and all of a sudden this flaming fireball just leaps out of the shadows and on top of Jason. Jason and I scream. We don't yell. We scream our heads off.
Like a little bitch.
Oh my god. We scream our heads off. And then what happens is I just run up and I melee him just to get him off of Jason, just to be nice, just to be the nice co-op player. And then I run past him because I know that the hunter's going to jump again. And I run past him. All of a sudden the hunter decides to say fuck you to Jason, and he leaps over my shoulder. I see in the corner of my screen this flaming hunter just appear out of the corner of my eye and land right next to me. And he's getting ready to jump again, and then he dies. Oh my god.
Basically, my thought process behind that was I was just sitting there. I'm like, oh, Jeremiah stopped. Oh my god!
I remember that. I want to tell. I know I'm breaking rules again, but I want to tell another quick little story because I've heard multiple of you have had 2 stories. But again, it's a Left 4 Dead one. The first one. I'm sitting there playing. This is when I got my PC, and I'm sitting there playing with what's his name, Danny. Danny's a very big computer nerd, so he broke into the game. Well, he didn't necessarily break because it's not that hard to break into Left 4 Dead.
Able the console.
Yeah, he pulled up the console programming information, and we're going through, I can't remember, I think it might have been Dead Air, and no, it wasn't Dead Air. It was one of the runs, and it's at the very beginning, and I go over this thing, and all of a sudden there's this tank, and it charges at me. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. I pull out my Molotov, and I throw it. I light it on fire, and then I run past it, trying to get to the safe room. I come over this other hill, and it turns out there's another tank. And then I'm like, oh shit. So I turn around, and I'm looking for another Molotov. I find another Molotov. I throw it, and I hit both of the tanks, thankfully. But then I get cornered into this other thing. And Danny just runs past me, get to the safe room. But he gets killed by a witch. He gets killed by a witch that he spawns. And I find out later on that Danny thought that I spawned a tank. And that's why another tank appeared. No, I did not spawn a tank. I barely even know how to program my iPod, let alone how to program a game. But Danny thought I spawned a tank, so he decided to spawn another one. Needless to say, I kicked his ass that day. Because I flipped my shit. You don't do that to me. Actually, you don't do that to anybody. Yes, it was funny, but come on. I did not spawn a tank.
You did something pretty close to that with me. But we're not going to talk about it. All I'm just going to say is the ending of No Mercy, and you just have an auto pump shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Alrighty, so is that who else has questions, by the way?
That is it.
That's it.
We're done. We're done. I'm free.
Up, there goes Jason. Up.
I'm not wearing clothes anymore.
He took them off. Help.
Okay, we should.
Well, it's time to wrap this up, shall we?
It's a
Let's do it.
If you guys have a topic that you would like us to discuss, all of our 5 listeners, tweet at me on Twitter. I am TRI_polar bear. Tweet at me. Use the hashtag WAIP. Tell us what your funnest moment in gaming was. Tell us what your favorite boss was. Tell us what your favorite level was or is. And I'm missing.
Finish the rest of Persona 4.
Yeah.
Hashtag Mikey Persona 4.
Yeah. Hashtag Mikey Persona 4. Okay?
I like that.
And give us a topic that you would like us to discuss. And that was episode 4 of the We Are All Idiots podcast. I was your idiotic host. I was joined by our Nintendo idiot, Mikey McLaughlin. Tell him to beat Persona 4. Our RPG idiot, Anthony Trujillo. And our independent gaming idiot, Jason Sirkovic.
Oh my.
Oh. So for all of us idiots, I'm going to say thank you for listening. And one last little piece of advice. Hockey season is right around the corner. I can't wait.
Me too, and I actually saw...
I've been forgotten.
Yep.
Okay.
Seahawks!
That's football.
Yeah, football, nobody cares.
Rams won.
I can't believe the shortstop made it into the goal.
Since you forgot
Jason,
about
you just made fun of your own sport.
Jason, grab the
I'm
suits.
making fun of every
You forgot
sports
about me.
player.
Grab the suits. Be there in an hour.
Okay, okay. I'm cutting this off. We're done. Thank you for listening to episode 4. Have a good one, everybody.
Ho ho ho.
You're so
I'm gonna kill you, Mikey.
Ho